All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am trying to get a couple people on the Skype. There's a couple people I'm going to add later, and a couple people we're going to start with. I'm going to put myself in a more proper place before I take this horrible picture off. I will also say, if you want to join the discussion, you can by registering to the www.project1999.org website and sending me a private message at Sirken with your Skype name. I will add you. I will call you. You can join us. That being said, I have two people with me right now. One of them is Uberbandit, who was here recently, and the other one is Knixp, who was also here recently. Let me make sure I even unmuted you guys. I did. Say hello, peoples.
Hello, stream. I'm Uberbandit Scout in game. I like Rangers.
Our resident ranger and noob expert. Say hello, Nix. We met
She's
her.
here, we promise.
Oh, here we go. It helps if you unmute. This
Oh.
is Knixp of TMO. I have a 60, I'm a 60 druid. And, something I wanted to talk about a little bit is practicing for the best of the best.
Well, I think since you're in the cleric, that's actually
No, I'm a cleric too, so.
Well, which class were you referring to?
Oh, I don't know. Are those going to start rolling along?
Yes, actually they are. The next one is the cleric, and I will say we're pretty much gonna just follow the order now. That like if you see red do one that hasn't been done on blue, that's the next blue one, and vice versa. If you see one on blue that hasn't been done on red, that's the next red one. But that being said, we did wrap up the red cleric best of the best, so that will be next on blue. I'm talking to Ambrotos about hosting it. Some changes, I guess I should mention. We don't have the capability to control NPCs the way staff did on live. And maybe Rogan and Nobog do, but they won't be here for the best of the best. So we used Red Dragon Teeth and pets. And I just made sure that the pets were within one level of each other, so the stats were very, very close. And had them nuke it, duel it out that way. They weren't allowed to use the banish undead or summoned or whatever. And that's kind of how we did it. There was lots of complaints, but I don't know if that's because people like to complain or if it's because people didn't get enough notice or what the deal was on that. But as a cleric, what are your thoughts on that?
I was thinking I probably should go watch any video of the best on red that is available so that I can figure out what's a good strategy.
Well, things are different on red. Remember, the resists are completely different.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I didn't think it was going to happen, so I've kind of totally not thought about it,
You didn't
except
think
for,
the best of the best is going to continue?
well, no. No, and last time we was talking about best of the best, I was gonna use Nyx because she was my main, and so I've got, talked about that with other people, but nothing cleric wise. So I think it'll be interesting.
I see, I see, I see. Well, did you get to... Sorry, I was only half listening to you. Did you get to do any of the previous best of the bests?
I watched them, but I didn't have a person to compete.
Oh, that is too bad. They are fun. I was able to host a couple of the blue ones. And I will say, for as many people that play on the blue server, there are not very, like the percentage of online player to online arena spectator, very low. Very, very low. Like the red server might have 100 people on it. but you'll have half of them in the arena. We never have, 500 people in the arena to watch the best of the best.
Well, a few blue people went over and watched the best of the best on the red server.
Oh, wow, that's dangerous because I treat level 1s as like potential streakers or terrorists.
Hmm. Yeah, that was funny on one of the bests that we watched this year. Somebody accidentally did something to one of the people while they were fighting. It was pretty funny. Total accident.
Somebody accidentally did something to somebody.
Yeah.
Could you be a little more cryptic there?
It was a paladin. He accidentally either healed or did something to one of the people just because he was just sitting along the sideline and he clicked his button.
I see. Well, if I would have seen it, I would have death touched. I am
Yeah, he did
like
get death
the
touched.
warden of Shawshank in the arena. If you cast spells, sing songs, if you smile, if you sneeze, if any kind of anything, if you do anything but sit on your hands and like hum quietly, you're out of here.
Yeah, after that it was made clear that, we even talked about unmemming your spells and any clickies that you had that was like on the keyboard, with a hot button to unmem it or move it or something so you don't accidentally hit it.
Right. Oh, all right. Well, I was going to try and get Derubale in here, but it looks like that is not going to be possible this evening. I am also seeing if another staff member is available because I enjoy having my fellow staff in here.
You should have Ambrotos. I have never talked to
I'm
Ambrotos.
trying. That's actually who I'm trying to get.
Just get Rogan so we can bother him when the patch is going to come out.
I can't do that. Rogan's one of like two people that can make my life harder. So we don't fuck with Rogan.
Shantop, in the call we have me, Uberbandit, also as scout in game.
I'm Nix.
My
Nix of
lovely
TMO.
assistant.
Yeah. Oh, lovely assistant.
Yep.
I see Pine wants an update on the new PvP server. We have... There's no update. There's no news. When there's news, we will gladly share it. We'll make it public. We're not keeping anything hidden. It's very important. Hold on. It's very important that... Oh! Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me focus on your answer. I won't multitask. We haven't even talked about it since the stream discussion that we all did together. Rogan, Nobog, myself, and Zaid. There's a thread in the GM section where we're kind of tossing ideas around, but we haven't decided what the teams would be. We haven't decided how many teams. Like, we really haven't decided anything. It's a long, long way off. We have work to do on the current red server that needs to be done before anything is done to a new server. We got things on our plate. So
Velius.
you kids in your Velius. There's been some talk about not even starting the new server until after Velius just because I don't know if I can talk about it. But there's been talks. So it's a long way off. Don't be retarded and not play because you think dumb things are going to happen. I am going to try to add somebody right now. So if that can happen, it will happen. I'm also getting messages, all kinds of messages from people.
Oh, on the boards that they want to be added?
Oh shit. Wrong person. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Daru. I'm going to call you in a minute, though.
Darn. I thought we were going to...
Juke him.
Sirken's like a solo guy at the NASA control center, just running between every computer trying to answer all these messages.
It's rough. All right, here we go. This is the right person for what I want to talk about. Let's get him in this. Let's see. I see Blinky Dots is bad. Blinky Dots are gone. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
This, my fellow chat audience, is the one, the only, the staff member you know and love as Ambrotos. Say hello.
You have bad feedback, but hello.
I have bad feedback, he says. Well, I don't know. Mute your
Sounds all right to
stream.
me.
If you have the stream not muted, make sure you mute the stream.
All right, let's see if that works. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, that will do it every time. So actually, I'm glad we just got you in at the perfect time because, as you recall, I was mentioning to you about hosting Cleric Best of the Best.
That is correct.
And if I recall, you're the one that has hosted most of the Best of the Bests, on the Blue server at least. And so I was wondering what you could tell us about the Blue Cleric Best of the Best. How it's going to be. I know there's no date yet, but just some general rules, because inside fact for everybody, anytime I've hosted a Best of the Best, I have sent a PM to Ambrotos in fucking middle of nowhere, Middle East, and waited for his reply to make sure I had everything set. So even from the Middle East, he's kind of been overseeing the Best of the Best rules and whatnot. So give these people some cleric infos.
Well, it's pretty much going to have to get with Nilbog. He's going to create 2 NPCs for us. They're going to be able to act as pets for the clerics. The pets won't be able to attack the clerics themselves, just attack each other. The clerics can attack the pets or the other cleric. Pretty much it boils down to you've got to keep yourself and your pet alive, and if one of them dies, then you lose.
Sounds simple. Can you tell them why it's going to be different than it was on Red and why that wasn't done for Red?
Because Sirken messed up.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Thanks for throwing me right under the bus.
Well, no, it's pretty much when you had asked me, the only thing I could think of, because I didn't think we could get Nilbog to do that for us, was that I had recommended to you to use Dragon Teeth. Right. Since we didn't have access to make NPCs where it would be acting that behavior. So that's how it went, and it had unforetold situations, and whatever happened. I don't even know what happened on Red after that.
Oh man, they started nuking the pets, and then because the gladiators on live could be nuked but wouldn't get off each other, as soon as someone nuked the pet turned around and went after the cleric. It was a horrible debacle.
Sounds like it.
Yes, it was bad. People called shenanigans. There was lots of shenanigans being called. But it's clerics. I mean, I don't care.
Well, I'm sure you angled it somehow so you can have Nizar win somehow. So
Nizar wins all of the best of the bests because of GM favoritism.
So I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Every post.
Yes. That is absolutely true. When's the Druid Best of the Best for Red?
Have we even had that for Blue?
No. Both servers are, other than the Cleric on Blue, both servers still need Enchanter and Druid. And I imagine the Enchanter one is probably going to be the last one just because it's the biggest pain in the ass in the world.
That's going to be epic. I'm going to enjoy that one. Yes. Unlike the Shaman one that I wanted to kill myself over.
I'm happy I didn't have to deal with that.
The Shaman one was pretty funny.
I thought the Bard one was probably the most entertaining, to be honest. And it was all because of I think it was your guildie who was quoting the lines before each of his fights and just kind of twisting words around to make it apply. But I thought it was very, very, very entertaining.
I wish we could do the Ranger one all over again. Not allow the Skybow.
Oh,
You
that'd be
just
Hey
made-
guys,
hilarious.
speaks my language.
You just woke Uberbandit up. His ears just perked right up.
Waiting for the boat.
He's like, what? Ranger?
I
What
watched Ranger.
Ranger?
That's the best. It was hype.
All right, Uberbandit, are you paying attention to my stream?
Yeah, I'm paying attention to stream.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to take you on a tour.
Oh man.
I don't know if you can kill these things because at the end of the day, you are a ranger. And so that's a handicap that no one can help you with. But, maybe. At least I can do is show these things to you. I see someone's already camping the sisters in the little hut. But that's okay. You can't kill those yet. That's way beyond your EQ knowledge.
I did the pathing systems in the back. The problem for me is faction because
Oh, you kids in your faction. So you get
I
off
need to
the
buy
boat.
nuts from them.
That doesn't sound right. You get off the boat here. If you see males, you stay on the boat. You only get off the boat for women. That's rule number 1.
Not for Rangers.
For everybody, you always get off where there's women. And then, hold on, I'm just kind of spying on this bitch real quick. All right, and then you say, oh, I'm going to run. I'm going to run this way. Not the way the dock is facing, because that's stupid. This way. And then you run. Do. I'm running. Look, someone's camping the ancient Cyclops. What a surprise.
How
I
many
actually-
corpses are there?
At the ancient Cyclops?
Yeah. How many rings do they have?
Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch.
Oh, that island. That's where I begged for Son of Wolf for my magician so I can get spells from the dude on the island.
Okay, well, instead of begging, you should try killing things here. Because I know you can kill the skeletons, but I don't know if they're any XP. The specters are gone, which leads me to believe the gargoyle... Oh, no. There's one. Is he dead? No, here's a gargoyle. Their eyeballs sell for about 9 platinum each, so it's a way for you to get some money early on.
Yeah, I mentioned the same as the ones in Mistmore, which are like 24.
These are, well, this one particular is level 19. So he might be too much for you. Which way?
Yeah, I'll just Ranger Root Rot. It'll be fine.
I like your attitude. This is
3 damage tick.
I don't have to run. Just... Alright, so if you take the boat, it's supposed to go near, these buildings. Oh, shit. Am I at the right? Yeah, it goes near these, and by buildings, I mean giant rock formations. On live, the boat went in between these rocks. Here, it does not. I believe it goes to the right of these rocks.
Yeah.
So it would probably look like this when you were passing through on the boat. But if you jump off here, deal with some goblins, there's these mermaid bitches. These mermaid bitches are roughly level 11 to 13. And so if you're smooth enough, you can go from the sirens to the gargoyles. But you are a ranger, so I don't know.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll just die a bunch of times, waste like 45 minutes in boat trips.
That's the bad thing about experiencing in a place that there's not very many people and is out of the way.
What's that?
Yeah.
So if you die, it takes you 45 minutes to get back there.
Well, yeah, that's why you don't die. Dying sucked.
I don't
But
think
he's
you
a
understand how
ranger.
playing a ranger works.
No, because I don't hate myself enough to play a ranger.
Actually, you know what? I hate myself enough. I'm gonna grab the stuff for
Wait,
True
you're
Shot
18.
Combines.
Why don't you go to Mistmore? You could probably do an entrance group at 18.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess I'm going over there.
I'll go to Mistmore. I would kill a bunch of fairies, but then Nyx would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'd be sad if you kill the fairies.
Well, the entrance mobs at Mistmore are like 20, 21, so you can hit them at 18. Plus, I have Snare, so I can get in the group.
You sound so excited.
Look, Rangers have to stay positive.
Uberbandit is pretty positive. I would have
I don't even
to
know
say
who that is. Is that a new player?
Me. You, I, kind of.
Uberbandit is not a new player. He just quits every time he hits 25 and starts over.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
You told me about him the other night.
He is a very, very unique individual.
I started playing around Kunark release in like 2011, and leveled 3 characters into the 20s. Took a break off because I had to focus on school stuff. Came back maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Got about 4 or 5 more characters into the 20s. I've played pretty much every class at least into the high teens.
He's also mastered Crushbone.
Yeah. I've leveled so many characters. Pretty much every character through Crushbone. It's the only place.
I have to say, I mean, it's resume worthy. So this is a little bit. You would never get a spot here, but the entrance, man, you could do it. Just tell them, be like, I'm such an awesome ranger. I have 3 years of experience.
Oh god, actually, if this was the original Scout, the namesake was one of my 2011 characters.
Oh my lord!
And I saved the name because it's a great name.
It is a great name. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I think my characters' names are pretty cool.
Your characters' names.
Well,
Should be deleted.
Should be deleted? Nah.
But no, I know you, Ambrotos, because you did last name for Wilgog Mob Kebab, and I couldn't
What?
see Wolverine texture, so you turned me to a kick-ass gargoyle thing.
Oh.
That was
Oh,
my
that's
warrior gnome in Unrest.
So look at that. Doesn't that make you feel great when people don't remember you and you remember them?
It's
Oh.
the story of my life. And then we had to zone out about 15 minutes later, and we all really sad.
Oh,
Because it's Unrest.
Unrest is rough.
It is.
It can be rough.
I mean, it's one of those breakpoints for a lot of people that don't understand that trains happen. And so when they're sitting at a camp, they just kind of get complacent. Like, the second you see mobs run down those stairs, you just leave the zone. Don't even question it. But
Okay.
people just sit there and then they die.
So, Ambrotos had a situation he has to deal with. He will be back. But he got what he wanted out about the cleric best of the best. It will be different than red, apparently. My phone is ringing, but I was smart enough to put it on vibrate. I told people I'd be doing things. They just don't listen.
So why, if the cleric lets their pet die? I mean, okay, clerics aren't really a pet class, so it's kind of an interesting
Because cleric
idea.
heal things.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have to heal their... It's supposed to be a gladiator. It's not actually supposed to be a pet. But unless if we can't have Nilbog make the NPCs, we'll have to use pets. But the whole thing is a combination of PvP and healing. Just like the Enchanter one was weird too. It was... you had to mez things while fighting. It was ridiculous.
They were like, you had to keep a pet charmed or mez.
We may not have spectators allowed for the Enchanter best of the best.
I wouldn't put it past you, honestly.
That's a very realistic thing that's come up a couple times.
Because, like, anyone can just pop off a dispel and destroy the entire event.
Yes. Yes. Which would
And, like,
make it much more cooler for the people that stream, because they'd have some kind of... It'd be like that pay-per-view exclusive footage, you know? Let me see. Alright, so I'm thinking